April. April. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube Live. It is Tuesday, June 1st. There's April, my co-star. So today we're going to have a special guest. Captain Bill from the Malahini is going to join us in about 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions about tuna fishing, H&M Landing, about his boat, get your questions ready because Captain Bill is going to be here to answer the questions for you. Hey, Henry. Now, I didn't get an email from you, Henry. And here's my email address again, in case you got it wrong. There you go. That's my email address. Hey, Kevin. Bruce, Steven, Corey, Manuel, Oscar. Was that Gorzo? Don DeHerter, Tracy, Tyler, Levin, Oz, Jose. Hello, everybody. So we're going to have a special guest today. Really good captain. He's got his own boat. He's run it for years. And he's doing a great job down there at H&M Landing on the Malahini. So we're going to talk to Captain Bill in a little bit. So have all your tuna questions ready. And I got a text from Jeff, our regular tuna expert, and he got a monster. They got a 225-pounder today, I think it was. So he'll be on here later to tell us about his fish. And he says that there's a lot more local fish, and that's be good to talk to Captain, the Malahini captain about, because Captain Bill, because they do day trips. They leave like 5, 6 in the morning, come back the same day, and they go catch tuna. They do really good. Hey, James. Yeah, I got your email. Thank you. So your prize will go out. Here's today's prizes. A bunch of freshwater stuff today. Some trout lures, some bass lures. This is a really pricey bass lure. And got some different stuff here. So a little selection of stuff, mainly freshwater bass gear today. Thought I'd break it up a little bit. It's always my jig, so I thought it'd be something different. Hey, Jeff made it. Welcome, Jeff. Hello, George. Oh, you like the haircut? So we have Captain Bill from the Malahini. He's going to be here around 7:15, and he's going to answer your questions. I know a lot of you have tuna questions. You've been asking all the time, and Jeff's been answering them all for us. So it'd be nice to talk to Captain Bill and get his perspective on what's going on with the local tuna and all that. I know a lot of you have gear questions about reels and rods and all that. So he'll be glad to talk to you about that too. All April wants is their hot dogs. This is the only bite that April is worried about. So I had trips over the weekend. Friday we were at Catalina, and we did okay. Nothing great. I did see that the Enterprise that day ended up with 2 nice white sea bass, and they came in late. They were fishing early for sculpin, Most of the boats have been fishing sculpin in the morning, then hitting over to Catalina, um, and fishing a little bit. But they got a couple of nice white sea bass that day. We ended off to the west. We saw them come in, and we went to the west, and wasn't much there. And then Sunday, we did really good locally. Lots of sculpin, lots of sheephead, big sculpin. I mean, really big sculpin. I was surprised, like 3-4 pound sculpin, and a bunch of calicos, of course. But we only had 3 or 4 legals, which is about all some of the boats are getting at Catalina because it's just been really tough fishing over there. So hopefully that'll get better. Yeah, I saw that, Kevin. The Channel Islands had some white sea bass today. See what else Tyler says. A few weeks planning on going overnight. No, I would still, for June and July, I would still go up to Channel Islands and look for white sea bass. June, July is really prime time for that. So I wouldn't, and there's a good chance you'll get yellowtail too. So you could try both of that. And if you're interested in going down to San Diego and go tuna fishing, tuna fishing looks like it's really taken off. There is quite a bit of nighttime fishing, but they are getting them daytime too. So you might want to do that. So lots of options right now. I just wish the fishing here in Long Beach would get better. It just hasn't been all the wind blowing and all that. It's just you look at the sport boats, and a lot of them are concentrating on rock fishing, a lot of sculpin and stuff like that. So, hopefully it'll turn yellowtail here. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Manuel says he went on the Pursuit Memorial Day yesterday. 30 yellowtail, but they were all firecrackers. They're like 5 pounders or 10 pounders. How big were they, Manuel? Let's see, Matthew. It's June gloom. Yeah, you would hope so. You would hope, Matthew, that the yellowtail fishing would really improve locally. It's good in San Diego. San Diego has been blessed with great tuna fishing, great yellowtail fishing. So it's been good. So Manuel says the yellowtail that Pursuit got yesterday were in the 5 to 7 pound range. Those are tiny little fish. But, in the fish count, they still look like yellowtail. So, Matthew, were you guys on the front of the island, the back of the island? Manuel, when you guys got them on the Pursuit? All those yellowtail? Oh, Frost, thank you very much. Get that started. On the backside of Catalina? Okay. Henry, thank you very much. Raymond. What are your favorite fish to eat and the ways you like to prepare them? I really like calico bass, white sea bass, halibut, and then I'll cook up some rockfish too. But I really like calico bass, and if you have white sea bass, you can't ever pass that up. Nathan. Thank you. Let's see, Henry. Thank you. And Vegas Cat. Thank you, guys. Oh, we got a few more. Yeah, we got 60 people in here and only 15 likes. Let's get some more likes. Let's see what else. Marvin. Okay, so I'm going to call Captain Bill here, guys, so we can get him on the line and he can start answering your tuna questions. He was kind enough. I just called him up today, texted him today. He was kind enough to say, okay. SoCal Orca. Thank you. John. So, John, you watch my show on Buena Vision, huh? John Walters. And Tracy. All right, let me give him a call so we can get him going. I told him to expect a call around now.
This is William. How can I help you?
Hey, Captain William. This is Dan Hernandez.
Hey, Dan. What's going on?
Pretty good. I got you right here live on my YouTube Live. And guys, here we have Captain Bill, William Wilkerson, and he owns a Malihini, and he's got a great operation there. If you guys have never been on his boat, I will be hosting a trip on there this summer. But Captain, can you give our viewers here a little insight on what the tuna fishing scene looks like right now?
Yeah, it's been, guys, these fish are no joke. Wow. How did I explain it? Sunday, went out fishing with 40 and 50 and 60 pound setups. 65-pound Spectra tied to 60-pound monofilament and getting broke off. Fighting fish for 2 hours and getting broke off. It was horrible. It was cool to see all the fish, but it was horrible. These fish are no joke, guys. I'm telling you that right now. They're no joke.
So what kind of gear do you recommend they bring? They go fish with you this week?
We're actually not fishing this week. We're offline this week.
Okay.
We have a 2-day coming up that my family and I do every year.
Okay.
I would suggest heavy tackle, dude. Minimum 80 to 100 pound mono. Minimum, I would say 100 pound, 130 pound Spectra, and lots of line, guys. Lots of line. These fish take, 120, 220 yard runs on you.
So if we're talking to international, are you talking like 30 wide, 50 wide? What are you talking about?
30 wide would be cool. 50 wide. We had a guy fishing with a Pin Fathom. I do believe it was a 40.
Uh-huh.
And he smoked his drags. That reel was 1 year old.
Wow.
Yeah, these fish are no joke, guys. These fish are no joke.
And I know most of your fishing is daytime, so is it more like using a rubber band rig with the sinker, or you guys getting them on the surface? How you guys getting them?
I'm going to say 95. I'm going to say 65% of the fish we caught this week or hooked this weekend were on dropper rigs.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to find a YouTube channel so I can listen to this stuff. Forgive me.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I sent you the link to it.
Oh, you did? That's right, you did.
Yeah, maybe you could find it on your computer so you could see the questions the guys are bringing.
Exactly.
Yeah, one of the guys, Matthew here, says bring 60 wides.
Good. That'd be okay. Yeah, no, I came home on Saturday after our trip, and I got my big gear and brought it back down to the boat. These fish are no joke. I'm serious. These fish are no joke, and it's been fun. You know, I mean, seriously, for the most part, it's been a lot of fun.
Right.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then I saw some posts. I guess Fatty Fishing or Fatima is decking for you a little bit, and she posted some of seeing monster-sized tuna flying out of the water around the boat.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's cool. So, can you tell our viewers a little bit about your operation and your boat?
Malihini Sport Fishing. The Malihini has been at H&M Landing for 60 years. Hang on 1 second.
No problem.
I'm going to turn. I can't turn this down. Okay, here we are. I see you now, Dan. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, the Malihini's been at H&M Landing since 1960. The boat was built. Am I back up?
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me talk twice once?
Yeah, no, now I hear you fine.
Okay. All right. The Malihini was built in 1941, World War II. And she was purchased by H&M Landing, first overnight boat. And she ran overnight trips with 50.
For 50 what?
From 1960 to 1972.
Oh, okay. 1960, 1972.
And in 1972, she was switched from doing overnight trips to fish
Three-quarter day trips.
to the Coronado Islands. And she did that till 2000 and
Did you change rooms or something? Because I'm losing your signal.
no, I did not.
Okay. That sounds better now.
All right, hang on 1 second. I need to grab something. I'm sorry, Dan.
No problem, Captain. So one of the guys here, Jamie, says he's booked on your boat for the 18th.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, Jamie, bring the big gear, he's saying. Captain Bill saying, bring the big gear. Yeah, now I hear you. So if you guys missed it, Captain Bill saying if you're going to go fishing this week, bring 100 to 130 pound Spectra, the lightest 80-pound mono on top with 100-pound would probably be better. and that a lot of the tuna they caught over the weekend or they hooked were on dropper loop rigs or sinker rigs down deep.
Hey, Dan, I found you.
Okay. Okay, so you're on there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so a couple of people here, like Daniel's asking, does the landing offer quality rental gear for fish that size?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And then I purchased the Maliini in 2006. From 2006 to 2017, we were H&M Landing's overnight boat. And after, good, I'm going to turn that down. And after 2017, the boat was involved in an accident. And she became a charter boat.
Okay. So a couple of guys are asking here on those dropper loop rigs, what kind of bait you're using. I'm guessing it's live sardines.
Yeah, we're using for your dropper rig system, we're fishing anywhere from 4 ounces to 8 ounce torpedo sinkers, depending on what our current is doing. Size 3/0 circle hooks. The main line obviously would be the Spectra to the top of the torpedo sinker is how I fish it. A lot of guys use rubber bands, which is fine. I prefer my main line to be the Spectra, my 100-pound mono to be tied at the bottom of the torpedo sinker, and then my hook tied to that.
Okay. So how much mono are you using?
Maybe 2 foot.
Wow.
3 feet. Plenty.
See,
I think.
I've always been told you need to have like 50 to 100 yards of monofilament.
That depends on you, I guess.
Okay.
It worked fine. It worked fine for me. You know, I mean, it worked fine for me on Friday. We hooked 14 bluefin. I hooked 3 in a row and landed them.
Wow. Okay, so Spectra straight to the sinker, and then the sinker to the monofilament to the hook.
That's how it's worked for me.
All right, cool. And then your trips they depart at what, 6 a.m., 5 a.m.?
If we're running through the landing, we leave at 5:30, quarter to 6. We're running through our sets. Ourselves, we leave the dock at 6 o'clock.
Okay. And then we have a trip with you this summer, so hopefully we get a bunch of these guys to come join us.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Hey, Dan, I don't see the questions.
You guys have any questions here for Captain Bill? I keep hearing the echo. So, one of the guys here, James, is saying he's a rookie to tuna fishing. I guess he's asking, what would it be like being a brand new person? A boat like yours would be perfect for that, right?
I believe so. I honestly, Dan, I think fishing starts with the willingness to want to go and have fun, whether you catch fish or not. I stress that. I stress that immensely. Attitude is probably 80% of the whole experience, in my opinion. If you expect to go out and catch fish, chances are you're going to be disappointed. If you go out with the attitude of having a great time, and if I catch something awesome, you're going to have a great time. I believe the crew itself has to be approachable. I believe the captain can't be stuck up and into himself, because that just creates a dynamic with the crew that thinks they're better than everybody else on the boat. I try not to foster or carry that attitude with myself or my crew members. I'm very approachable. My crew members are very approachable. They're very knowledgeable. They like sharing their experiences and their knowledge of what's been going on, with fishing for the past 4 or 5 days prior to our passengers getting on board.
Right. Yeah, that's what Neil just said, that it's all about fishing, not catching. That's cool. One of the guys here is asking if you have a preferred brand of fluoro. Fred's asking.
Free.
Free? Okay. Yeah.
No, I honestly, I don't. I'll see some fluorocarbon, and if it's on sale, I'm going to try it. If it works out, I'm going to use it.
Cool. Yeah, one of the guys here just posted, Don DeHerter posted, he's already bought 8 spots on our trip with you on your boat.
Amen.
So that's cool.
Amen. It's going to be a blast, man. I'm the type of captain. A little bit about me, if I may.
Please.
I started fishing when I was a young kid, and my grandmother got me into fishing. She used to take me up to Santa Monica Pier, Venice Pier, and we sat there and catch corbina off the Venice Pier, off the first outlet where the waves would break.
Uh-huh.
And she basically started me in my journey. We went to Santa Monica Pier one summer, and I used to climb underneath the pylons
Okay.
and fish the pilings for the buttermouth perch. Oh, them things were big too. And well, to me, I was like 8 or 9 years old. Those things were huge. Mm-hmm. And we're down there one day, and I see this boat come up, drop some people off. Some people got on. The boat went out again. I came around the top and was talking to my grandmother and asked her if she knew that there was people that got on and off boats down there. She said, yeah. I asked her what they were doing. She said they were fishing. I said, really? She said, yeah. I asked her if we could try it. Well, she knew the guy who ran the boat. The following weekend, we went on the boat and went fishing. I've never fished off a pier since.
Yep, I know that feeling.
Yeah, it was way cool. It was way cool. I turned 10. We went to Hawaii. We were in Hawaii for a while. My dad was in the military. We came back to San Diego. I was 12. Then my mom and dad went to Japan with my sisters. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to go, so I stayed here in LA with my grandmother. And I started to get in trouble doing stupid things as a young kid. My mom and dad came back, brought me back to San Diego, and then we went back to Hawaii for another year and a half. We came back to Long Beach, and then my dad retired from the service. They moved to San Diego and moved me back down here. I graduated from Point Loma High School here in San Diego. I started working during the summer on half-day boats out of C4 Sport Fishing. The new C4, the San Diego, with Bob Williams, Todd Ebner, and Roy Rose, and Doug. I can't remember Doug's last name. Big tall guy. Used to run the half-day boat. Did that with them for a while, and then I joined the service. I got out of the service. 4 years later, got back into sport fishing as a hobby part-time. Started doing it every summer. I worked with Ray Sobiak aboard, the producer.
Yeah. I think that's when I met you.
Yeah. I did that. We worked for him 14 years, man, just during the summer. He called me up to the wheelhouse toward the end of one summer and asked me what my plans were for the following year. I told him to come back and do what I was doing this year. He said, no, you're not going to do that on this boat. I just kind of looked at him. This was a Friday night. I was kind of mad. And I think I said 2 words to him, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday night, I'm going downstairs to get my gear and get off the boat and never return again. I walk up the stairs and he's sitting there. He asked me where I was going. I said, I'm going home. He goes, why? What's wrong with you? Are you mad at me or something? You ain't talked to me for 2 days. I said, I really have nothing to say. You told me I'm not going to come back on this boat as a deckhand anymore. I got to find another boat to work on. And he called me up into the wheelhouse and he handed me an envelope and told me that I would return next year as a captain aboard his boat.
Wow.
He paid for my license, man.
That's awesome.
That was almost 31 years ago.
Yeah.
That's pretty dang cool. Because I'm going to apply for my 6th issuance.
Wow. Yeah, I just got my 3rd one.
Yeah, and it's been fun. It's been hard.
Right.
It is what it is. Nobody can defeat you but you if you put your mind to doing something. That's how I look at life as a whole. Not just the fishing industry in itself. And purchased a Malahini in 2006, and from 2006 to the present day is what we've been doing.
That's awesome. Hey, Jeff is asking you if you have any suggestion. Jeff does a lot of tuna fishing with clients of his, not charter-wise, but he takes business clients out fishing on his yacht. And he's asking if you have any suggestions on how to land a cow tuna that's tail hooked without pulling the hook out or chafing it off.
Wow.
Any suggestions?
I've experienced that with 30-pound yellowfin tuna, and you just basically drag them to the boat. A big cow like that, I honestly would have no idea how you would get that fish turned around or get that fish off that line.
Yeah. Everything has to go perfect, I guess.
Yeah.
James is asking, is there a minimum trip for tuna, and is it always a full day?
It's always a full day. It's a minimum of 10 anglers for us to run. If you wanted to charter the boat, I would be more than happy to take you out fishing. And the charter price is the charter price. We'd be out there as long as you wanted to be out there.
And then on those big tuna, everything's all handled by the companies there, the fish processors. Nothing's handled on the boat anymore, right?
No, we'll cut a big tuna. We have no issues with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we have no issues with that at all. And I would say if someone is going to, lives here in San Diego, LA, Orange County or something like that, and they don't want to pay the prices that the fillet guys, processors charge, we're more than happy to cut that fish.
So on your boat, is it much cheaper than the processors?
I would say so. You figure a processed fish. Well, I'll put it this way. I had about 240 pounds of bluefin tuna in November. It cost me about $300 to have it processed.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah. They charge like $1.80 a pound or something like that, $2 a pound.
Mm-hmm.
And I have nothing against them guys. You know, they vacuum seal it, and it's in pretty dang good condition.
Yeah, no, it's in great condition, and then the bag's nice and heavy, so it'll last a good year in the freezer. But
Right.
it's nice to have an option that somebody could have it done right there on the boat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our fillet prices on our fish range anywhere from $5 to $12 per fish. Or that, you know, that I'd want to say 7 to 25, 30 pound fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get above that, then we're looking at more.
Right. Yeah, some of the guys are posting here that they'd rather support the boat and have the fish cut on the boat by the crew.
I would agree with that too. Well, you know, that's basically how our guys make our money is on the fillet board.
Correct. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, that's.
You know, I'm not gonna lie one bit. You know, it is discouraging or kind of messed up or sad. You know, we're gonna take it to the processor. Okay, well that's cool. We're gonna treat the fish the same way. You know, and it'll be it will be in fresh condition when it leaves our boat. You know, whether it's filleted by us or not.
Right. Yeah, a couple more guys are saying that too, that to support the crews and pay the deckhands and help them make the money. So the question came up again here about line. So you're saying if you were going to go tuna fishing the next week or two, you'd have a minimum 80-pound test and preferably 100-pound test mono on top of the Spectra.
I went to the store today, and I shop at a tackle store right around the corner from my house, and I picked up 2 spools of 100-pound. I picked up 2 spools of 80-pound. I picked up 1 spool of 60-pound. I intend to use them this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. So the guy that's going to be on your boat on the 18th, he wants to know if you sell shirts on the boat.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do indeed. We have large, extra large, double X, and triple X. Colors are red, gray, black, navy, green, and royal blue.
Okay, and then another one question here is, are flat falls working during the daylight hours on the boat?
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We hooked 3 of our 7 yesterday on flat falls.
Yeah. What size do you like them to bring?
130 gram.
Okay, 130 gram. Okay, you guys hear
Cold
that?
snipers anywhere from, I'm going to say, 80 to 130 gram. Stress again, if you're using a dropper rig loop or setup, I would recommend 1020 and 30 circle hooks.
And they have to be the heavy wire, correct?
Yeah, we got 3 of them straightened out on Sunday.
So it's like 4X wire or 3X wire? What is it?
I have never seen a Gamakatsu gorilla straightened.
Well, you saw it this weekend.
Saw it this weekend.
Yeah, so Jamie says when he comes on the 18th, he wants to buy an extra large to remember the trip. He's getting married right after the trip. So,
right on.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, anything else? I don't want to hold you too long. Anything else you'd like to tell our people here?
Guys, you know, I just, when you come down and get on the boat, just you prepare to have a good time, whether you catch fish or not. I can guarantee you 3 things. I can guarantee you myself and my crew will be as outgoing and approachable as possible. I can guarantee you I'm going to do my best to put us in the best possible position for us to take opportunities that are given to us. If I could make the fish bite, my boat would be sold out every single day.
No, I think it's all about building memories. And, I always tell people they should try boats that they haven't been on. And you run a great operation. I remember meeting you back in the day on the Producer. And I don't know if you know, but this is my 35th year on TV. And
yes, I do know.
And I'm really looking forward to filming an episode with you. It's going to be an awesome experience.
I think so too, Dan. I'm glad we have this opportunity to get together and do this.
We're going to do it again before the trip, and we'll promote that trip really heavy and make sure we sell it out. But I just wanted to get you on today and let these people hear, my regulars. Tonight we'll have over 100 people on, and then several thousand more will watch it later on in the week. But I just want people to get to know you, know your boat. You run a great operation. You have a great reputation, and there aren't very many people like us in the industry. So I just want to support you as much as I can.
Amen to that, bro. Amen to that.
Yeah, if you guys, when you go fishing, remember it's all about fun. It's all about memories, and it's all about building experiences. And just learn every time you go. I've been doing this forever, and every time I go fishing, I still learn something. So don't be afraid to ask questions and do that. So there's a couple of late time people just pulling in here. So you guys were talking to Captain Bill. He's from the Malihini. He owns the Malihini out of H&M Landing. The Malihini it runs pretty much open party, but he's also available for charter. And
hey, Tony's asked a question about a flat fall.
Okay.
A lot of people put them on the bottom. Tony, I like to put mine on the top too. I really do.
So on a jig like that, can you put 3 hooks on there, or do you have to stay with 2?
Oh, you could put 3 if you wanted. What I do is I got this thing. Well, my friend Adam got me these little eye rings that go inside the jig and have little holes on the outsides, both left and right, where I put the 2 hooks at. And they fall flat directly against the side of the jig itself. And it's kind of cool because the fish comes up to eat that. And as he starts to run away, those hooks will turn outward, and hook him. It's pretty cool the way he sees it, the way I've seen it on the fish, when the fish is actually hooked and you've gaffed the fish and brought the fish up. He's got both hooks perfectly attached to his mouth.
All right, so you suggest a hook on the top and a hook on the bottom?
No, 2 hooks, both top side.
Oh, both on the top? Not on the bottom?
Yeah, that's the way I've been fishing it. I'll ask Adam when I talk to him later today. I'll ask him where he got those things from.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, guys. So for more information, can you let them know your website and everything, Captain Bill?
If you guys like to take a look at what we're about and what we do, you can go to our Facebook page. Actually, that's facebook.com/Malihini Sport Fishing. You can also find us on Instagram at Malihini Sport Fishing. Our website is malihinisportfishing.com. You can make reservations directly from there. If ever you decide you want to go fishing with us and we're not on H&M Landing's website, you can find us there at malihinisportfishing.com.
And there's a couple of questions here about yellowtail. Anything about yellowtail you want to tell them? Well, one of the questions here is, what's a good length rod? And they want to know if a spinning reel is okay for yellowtail.
Spinning reel's okay for yellowtail. I mean, it's depending on the application. If you're throwing a jig, I personally prefer to throw a Saltus 30, 40, preferably a 10-foot rod, 10.5-foot rod. And I found some jigs that I think are just phenomenal. They're called sidewinders.
Okay.
We fished yellowtail at the islands 2 Saturdays ago, went 4 for 4. So I think they swim beautifully. You'd have to get in touch with Hollywood Ray Summers to purchase those jigs. He makes them himself, and they are pretty dang good.
And when on the flat falls, if the guys are using 200 or 300 pound leader, are they using knots or are they crimping stuff?
Mines are all crimped.
Okay, you're all crimped.
Mines are all crimped. I made yesterday about 30 of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
Just to have, just to have. You never know when you're going to need them. And
yeah.
The ones that I crimped are on 300 pound.
I guess I'm gonna have to bust out my international 30s and 60s.
That might be a good idea. Oh, joke! I mean, Dan, this bluefin. I mean, the one we hooked and got to color in 5 feet of water yesterday. I'm going to tell you, it's probably 7 to 7.5 feet long.
Wow.
Nice. That's got to be 250.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys. Those of you that are asking who I'm talking to, this is Captain Bill from the Malahini Sport Fishing out of H&M Landing, and you can follow him on Instagram, follow him on Facebook, and he has a website too. But runs a great operation, and if you haven't fished his boat, you should fish with him. First time I met him was over 30 years ago on the Producer. I might have met him before that, but that's when I know I fished with him on the Producer. But Captain Bill there runs a great operation, and he's one of those guys that you're on the boat with them. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, how to fight a fish and all that. I'm seeing the big push on rods is these rail rods. Are you guys using a lot of rail rods, or is it just stand-up fishing?
I brought 3 of my rail rods down that I will use this weekend, I'm hoping.
Okay.
But we'll see. No, most of it's been stand-up. That's 4 to 6 foot stuff.
Okay.
Or excuse me, 6 to 7 foot stuff. They've been hooking them on and fighting them pretty well with. I think you'd be kind of dumb, if I can say, to hook one of these on a 10-foot jig stick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I talk about that all the time. I hooked 100-pound tuna by accident on a 10-foot jig stick, and I would never, ever do that again.
Oh, it's painful.
Yeah. And what percentage of the tuna, these, fish over 100 pounds, do the guys just hand the rods over to your crew and let them bring it in after a while?
All the time.
So there's no shame in that. Just go ahead and ask.
I have no problems with it. We don't have a jackpot on our boat, so it doesn't matter. Hey, I have no problem when I'm out fishing myself and catch something, hook into something that big after fighting it, and it's not to the boat in 20 minutes. Guess what? Here, have fun.
Yeah, one of the guys, Jay's asking, as far as like crimping and stuff with the heavy line, does your crew do that for people on the boat?
No. I make pre-set up stuff that I'll bring down, with hooks and things like that already crimped.
Okay.
But as far as the crew doing that, they have their hands full with other stuff. Once we're driving out to the grounds and someone has the equipment, we'll do it for them.
Okay.
we don't have an issue with that. But I mean, as far as us doing it, on a daily basis or as a part of a regular routine, no.
All right. So if somebody's on the trip and they have their own crimps and their own line and all that, you guys don't mind showing them how to do it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much.
Dan, it was a pleasure, man.
I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure.
And we got to do this again.
Please do. Please do. I look forward to it.
All right. Thank you, man.
Hey, I love your show, man. Have a great night.
All right, you too. Thanks a lot. And everybody's all right. Thank you, man. Good night. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I just saw that, Jeff. I just deleted it all. And I gotta see how I ban it too. See how I can do this. Okay. It's reported. All right, guys. Well, go ahead and support this guy. He's a great captain, Captain Bill. And I'm glad we had him on today. I really am. I'm looking forward to fish with them. Yeah, there aren't a bunch of us minorities in this fishing industry. And he does a great job. He's earned his reputation. And we should all support him. Okay. What else we got on here? Let me get the last tickets that are on here that I didn't get. Warren, thank you very much. Terry. Terry was out with us on Sunday on our trip. And I just opened up an open party trip, guys, for this Saturday. If anyone's interested. 4 spots for Saturday. JS, thank you very much. $29 Palms, thank you. And what's that? 21K, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for fishing with us out the island. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully next time we'll get some yellowtail, but we got some nice fish. Thank you very much for booking that trip with me. And thanks for the great tip. We really appreciate it. And who else is here? Okay, guys, we got 95 people in here. Oh, God, we have a bunch of just mean people today. And how do I ban this guy? Okay. He's gone. Why is it hard for people to be nice? I do not understand. Hey, Captain.
Hey, because people want to be jerks, Dan. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because people want to be jerks, Dan. It is what it is.
All right. Well, thank you, Captain Bill.
I don't. It's all right, man. It's all right. People are going to hate, man. People are going to hate. Just that simple.
It's too easy to be nice to people. You should just try it sometime.
It's too easy to be nice to people. If it's from God, regardless of what it is, can't nobody tear it down.
Mm-hmm. Well, I really appreciate
that, man. I really believe that.
Yeah. I really appreciate you being on with us tonight. I really do. I just banned those two guys. Thank you very much. All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bro. See ya.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, that sucks. He saw that. And I know those idiots are not any of my regulars, so thank all you regulars for being here. I really appreciate it. All right. Let me see if I can put the link here for the trip I have with him for September. Here's for our baits and lures and stuff. Here's a link for that again. And what else? And for the trip with Captain Bill, it's going to be a fun trip, day trip, chance to catch 100-pound fish. Doing a one-day trip is going to be awesome. September. And it's inexpensive. It's $200. $200 you get a chance to catch a tuna on a day trip. So it's going to be great. So here's a trip with Captain Bill that I'm going to be hosting. We're going to be filming it for TV. And we won't have any haters on board. So there's that. And then the other thing, too, is this coming Saturday, I'm going to do an open party trip. Only 4 people on my boat. 4 people for this Saturday. What's that? June 4th, is it? June 5th. June 5th. We have room. And we have June 4th open, too, if somebody wants to charter the boat. But I'm going to do an open party trip for June 4th. So you guys are welcome to sign up for that. I know Monica put it here. I don't see it. I think I'll have to post it up later. I'll put it on my website because I don't see it. But we do have June 4th and 5th available for charters. But I'm doing an open party trip for Saturday, the 5th. And then on the 6th, I'll be on 6th, I'll be fishing aboard the Sea Star. So we'll be doing that. Okay, guys, last chance for raffle tickets. Vegas Fat Cat, thank you. I'm going to go see what's... I'm pretty sure Oak Island's over, so I might have to watch the Laker game. Dodger game. See what's going on with all that. But there's a few more raffle tickets here. April is just waiting patiently at the door today. She knows I have more hot dogs for her. Okay. Yes, I agree with you. Those people do not represent us. I really do. Daniel and Monica are watching us today. Thank you. Okay. Martin Gonzalez, thank you very much. And Adrian, thank you very much. That's great, Adrian. Thank you for telling me that. I'm looking forward to fishing with him again. I think that's one of the things I'm enjoying the most about doing the private charters isn't so much, just doing the trip. What I really liked a lot is meeting so many of you, so many people that are here on my YouTube live, and I get to spend the day with you out on the water. That's pretty awesome. I really appreciate that. Robert, the Alaska trip departs on the 12th. It's sold out. There's no room on it, but we do have plenty of room on our trip on to the East Cape. So if you want to join me in the East Cape, we have room there. And we have some single guys looking for some other people to join them fishing. So if you want to come by yourself, we could get you on a boat with somebody. But James is donating for one of the kids in here. So Tyler, you're getting a ticket, courtesy of James. Oh, Frost, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, so if any of you are interested in Mexico, we have room still for the East Cape. And there's that. Frost, we're going to do that drawing for the Youth Foundation on the last Tuesday, Thursday of the month, which I think we decided was it's a Tuesday, and we're going to do it here live for the winner that's going to get the trip to come fish with me on my boat, the Mi Sueño. So we're going to do that live. And if you guys want to buy tickets for that and help us out, I appreciate it. Or if your company you work for or you own does donations and nonprofits, we could use the help. We haven't had any fundraisers at all because of COVID. So we need to do that. So we really appreciate it. Let me put a link for you guys right now for that drawing. So this is a fundraiser we're doing for my youth foundation. And one of you guys that's here from Central Cal was kind enough to pay for the trip. So all the money generated is going to the youth foundation. It's not paying for the trip. So there's a raffle for it there. It's a $25 ticket, and the winner gets a trip on my boat to Catalina. It's a $1,600 trip, and you get a $1,600 trip to go on my boat, a maximum of 4 people, and that's good. So you come join us. So the gentleman that's Japanese, are you joining us from Japan, or are you local? Just asking a question, or that's just your name there in Japanese. I know Kevin reads Japanese, so I'm surprised he hasn't answered you if that's a question. Yeah, no, that was really nice. I really appreciate support like that. And that's what this fishing career has been like, meeting people like that have been nice to me, my youth foundation. And, I didn't learn overnight how to catch fish. It's all the older guys over the years that I met on sport boats that, showed me a knot, showed me rigs, taught me stuff, the people on the boats. Um, you know, that's how you learn. Nobody's born with all that knowledge. You got to learn it. So it's nice. And we had the guys we had on Sunday, I'm watching them get bit. And I kept telling people I was going to go ahead and, I grabbed one of their rods to show them how to set the hook on the fish. And it worked out. I was able at the end of the day there to show them how to set the hook on the sculpin that we were hooking. And we got some monster sculpin on Sunday, just showing the people how to set the hook, how to use a smaller piece of squid, and it worked out really good. So that was fun. I really enjoy teaching the people, so it's been lots of fun. All right, guys, so it's after 8. Let's pick a winner. Nothing in my hand. Yeah, I like what Jeff says there. He's learning all the time. Okay, here we go. Okay, and the winner for tonight is Jamie Argent. I think he won before. Congratulations. Jason, I'm hoping to tomorrow have the final word on what's going on with the tradition. There's a rumor that the trip's going to be moved to July 3rd, and I'm just waiting to get the definite answer before I post it anywhere. But I'm trying to find out 100% before I post it. And I'm hoping to get that answer here by Thursday. So winner tonight is Jamie Argent. And Jamie, please send me an email with your shipping information and I'll get that. Matthew, they're having a bunch of trouble with the boat, so we're just trying to get final word when it's going to be up and running again. So the Lakers are getting beat up, it sounds like, according to Tim. All right, guys. Well, again, I want to thank Captain Bill from the Malahini for joining us today and doing a great job. And his stories were pretty cool. And I like learning how these guys all learned about fishing and how they got started. And like he said, it was family. Family took him out there and took him to the pier, and he learned how to catch perch on the pilings. And now he's catching tuna and doing charters, has his own boat. And when I first fished with them, when I know I fished with them, was on the Producer when Ray ran it and owned it. But looking forward to fishing with him, and we'll be fishing with him come September. We still have some spots open, so come join us. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. For April and myself, thank you. Good night, everybody.